Hey guys, I'm Meredith,
I'm Brian.
and we just thought we would copy Jessica's idea and do the video. Jessica, that was a great idea. Just to try to make this not too long, I just wanted to give you guys a little history about our journey with Isagenix. I started back in Isagenix in February 1st of 2014, so coming up on almost a year. Ordered my products at the end of January, so I had just struggled for probably about 15 to 18 years with more issues than we have time to list. And even on our wedding day, jokes were made about how sick I have always been and, the health care that my husband was going to have to take over with marrying me. Just tons of inflammation, tons of just issues in my body that really were not working properly, from digestion to being tired to lots of pain, lots of female issues, you name it. I just seem to always have these odd things happen to me. So I was really desperate after realizing that I had a really severe dairy allergy that I've had my whole life, but really realizing at the beginning of this year that there was more going on with the foods that I was eating that was allowing me to continue to feel the way that I was feeling. And just like several people have mentioned, I was not a patient person. I was not totally kind. I was not the best person to be around. And so I started on these products just really as a cry of desperation and help for specifically my GI issues. And that definitely has taken a journey to kind of correct. I did realize I had a severe gluten allergy and celiac disease as well. So this has actually been a godsend for me to be able to have products and meals and foods that I can grab that I know that are totally safe. So I had a great product experience. Within 3 days, I had more energy than I had ever. And
For sure.
I'd stopped drinking coffee and was just, knew that right there was something to it. 2 weeks into it, I still wasn't feeling 100% with some of my GI issues and stuff, but I knew that I had felt so much better than I had, that at that point, 2 weeks into it, I was going to be a product user for life. So keep fast forwarding on, I continued to feel better and better. The one thing that I really do want to say to everybody, we have a story of hope and perseverance, and that's been through a really hard year that we've gone through this last year. But it's also been for me on the products as well. It has not been a quick fix for me. It's not been something that after my 30 days I felt great and was ready to, conquer the world. There were parts of me that felt great, but I'm 11 months into it and am finally just now at the point where I feel a lot of people say they are at the end of their 30 days. So to those of you out there who, are frustrated and concerned and discouraged, I just want to be your voice of encouragement that it takes a long, long, long time for us to do to our bodies what we do to them, and to eat the foods and to live in this world full of toxins that gets our bodies in such a horrible state that it's, it doesn't just happen overnight. So be encouraged and know that these products are real and they work. And when we flood our bodies with nutrition and rid toxins and damaged cells, it allows us to live, a way that none of us are used to prior to that. And obviously Isagenix doesn't claim to cure, heal, or treat any diseases or issues. It's just putting our body in that state that really allows us to do that. So I'm going to let Brian kind of take over, just kind of lead you through a journey of hope and perseverance from kind of the outside standpoint, but how having Isagenix in our life this past year has literally saved us at times. And the community and the family and this team that we have with you guys is completely something that is orchestrated by the Lord, because we couldn't have done it and carried on at times without you guys. So
like Meredith said, our story really does have kind of these two words that just have been a theme: this hope and this perseverance. And Meredith, as you guys have heard us say before, I watched her kind of from the sidelines, very skeptical about this whole, buying these systems online and never having heard of it in the health food stores and the magazines that I read and all this, being in the fitness kind of competitive arena. I was really skeptical, but was really struggling with my energy, and watched her energy just transform to this place that I had not seen in 16 years. And so I that was intriguing to me, and watching her have this energy without drinking coffee or anything else. I'm drinking 8 to 10, some days 12 cups of coffee to make it through the day. And so I got kind of excited about it, and kind of at the end of her 30 days, she got put in the hospital with this, just again, kind of freakish situation in her sinuses that could have made her lose her sight. It could have killed her. And we had doctors and nurses tell us that, had her body not been alkaline the way that it was, who knows what would have happened. But she very likely would have been in ICU for a very extended period of time. And we were in the hospital for a week, but that was kind of one of these first moments where I thought, there's really something to this thing. So actually in the hospital, I sent a text message to Elizabeth and said, I want these products, sign me up, get me enrolled, or whatever I got to do, to get involved with this. And so she did. She helped me through all that. And then, like I said, we were in the hospital for a week. So she sent me this video, this 40-minute video from Lynn Hagedorn about the U+2, them +2. And I caught this vision of this business like someone had just hit me in the back of the head with a frying pan, like the Golden Corral little commercial, like just this bam, hit me across the head. And I caught this vision. So Meredith's, struggling with recovery, all kinds of, side effect problems with the things that she had to go through with the surgery. And here I am, fired up on top of, this mountain, and I hadn't even put a product in my body yet. And so, we get out of the hospital, and I'm fired up, and while she was in the hospital, we got her to manage her. And we brought Courtney in, and she was all fired up, and she's building this big business, and we're all amped up, and she's recovering and doesn't have the vision. And so
nope.
it took probably till May or June
July.
Before she really kind of saw that, okay, there is something to this, and I now see what you have been seeing. And we were struggling with some job changes for me. We just, another whole story for another time. But, we started kind of pouring into this and doing the things that people said to do, listening to the calls, getting involved, posting, just talking. And all of a sudden, people started coming in. And then, we really wanted to go to Celebration in August, but it just wasn't going to work. It was the first day of our youngest daughter's first day of kindergarten. And so we couldn't make it happen, but we watched everything online, live as much as we could, and just continued to get fired up. And when the 90-day game plan hit, we said, you know what, we're going to do this 90-day game plan, and we're going to put our foot on the pedal, and we're going to just do everything we can to make this become something that we can do as a family forever. I have this insatiable desire to be with my family. As some of you know, I've been working in Charlotte for the last 2 months, away from home every single night, and it's been probably the most miserable time for me personally. But having this community of support, we laugh and joke with each other online, and we get to do things together. I get to post jazz hand videos, and we just have so much fun. And so the hope that we've had, not only for our financial future, but the support that we've gotten from this team, from our upline leadership, has just been, like Meredith said earlier, a true godsend. And the fact that we now are making some money, and we've, our team is growing, and some of our team is getting fired up, and they're starting to grow. We're just so excited, and like that hope for the future is just so bright, and we're so excited to be bringing these life-changing products to people, and hearing stories of people's spouses who are down 15 pounds, and mother-in-laws that can put rings on their fingers again for the first time, and are now wearing them as a reminder of what they're doing, and people being able to wear pant sizes that they have not been able to wear in 3 years, and just the stories just go on and on. That these products work, and so validation for us from a product standpoint is completely solid. Validation of the business is really solid as well, as we just got this financial blessing the other day of our executive pool and some of the leadership money that we got, that's going to cover our mortgage as we're trying to sell our house, and things have been tight with job changes and things. So anyway, it's just been incredible, and we see the vision, and the thing that I think I have learned the most about myself is how much I love to coach, and how much I love to help other people get what they want. So we really love this team. We love all of you beyond words. Love to be able to just hug all of your necks on a regular basis, and can't wait to see some of you guys in Palm Springs, and then it's Cepeda U in March, and just this is such a blessing. And it doesn't, sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. The thing that we know, and we hear it all the time, if you just don't quit, it will happen. And just get out there and just do, respect the process, and understand that when the timing is right, the timing will be right. And we're just so thankful to Elizabeth for bringing this to Meredith, and bringing us into this family. And we're so excited to see what 2015 has in store for all of you. And we just are super thankful. So God bless, and have a great weekend.